Okay, back with strength training day 3, push day number 2. I'm already warmed up, I'm ready to go. I got my another attempt at the PR on here. Gotta get stronger. This is all about getting strong enough to save the world, save humanity. So that's what we're working for today. But I got 253, failed last week at this. Gonna try this again. See if I can get it. I'm feeling a little bit today, just a little tired. It's a Monday. Probably feeling about 70%. So the weight might be a little bit heavier, but we're gonna see if I got stronger anyway. These days are maybe the most important ones to show up, the ones where maybe you're not feeling a little bit. I think those are building the best discipline, getting your mind right, just realizing the importance of why we work out and why we'll never stop. But if you hear any background noise, that would be my dog chewing on her bone right over here. So say hi. Never mind. Can't even really see her. Scratch that. Anyway, enough talk. Let's just go ahead and move this weight. It's always important when hitting a PR to make sure you got the music going. I forgot to last week, and that's definitely why I failed. Well, we got it. That was rough. Butt came way off the bench. I don't care too much about that right now. I just want to move the weight, so that feels good. Also, it's a little bit of justification that what I did last week was working. So we're gonna repeat that, do it again, 1 by 1, 1 rep of 1, 3 reps of 3, 3 sets of 6 to 10. So it's a good start. I'm feeling 70%, but maybe my body is just tricking me because I was not able to move this last week. And that was close again this week, as you just saw. Okay, so I knocked out the 3 sets of 3 already. For those of you who could be watching me for the first time, which is probably all of you, what I'm doing is, or what I've learned, or I'm testing, is that you don't want to go to failure too much when you're strength training because you want your reps to be more explosive, according to Max Aita. So it feels so counterintuitive. I felt like I should go up from what I did last time on the 3x3 sets and reps, but I think I worked my chest a little bit too much yesterday doing a burpee complex. So I feel like the weight's moving a little slow, but again, I got a new PR this week. The goal is a new one every week. I don't have 2.5 pound plates, so I have to just do 10 pounds every week. I hope to get it. I'd be surprised if I do, but we'll see. But I'm gonna go up on this last bit. Last week I did 175 for about 10 reps 3 times, so I'm going up to 185. Pushing these a little bit harder. Okay, well I did 10 sets of that anyway, or 10 reps of that anyway. Maybe I have just gotten that stronger in a week. That's cool. Part of the reason I'm doing these videos and putting it on YouTube is trying to learn how to be more authentic. I feel like I suck in public being more authentic. I usually don't like being around people for longer than a couple minutes, unless it's my family or something. And by family, I mean my wife and kid most of the time. But I record these with the thought in mind that no one's going to watch this, which is completely fine. It's not like I'm experienced at this, been doing it for very long. I'm not a super freak in any shape or size, but I figured this would be a good way just to kind of help be myself. I know when I'm out in public, I don't know if you run into this or if you feel like you struggle with this, but I feel like I always have a customer service persona on. Really extra smiley and super polite. And I have a hard time feeling like I can break down and be more than that. And sometimes I don't even know if I want to, because there's something comfortable about keeping people at a distance. I have good relationships in my life, so I'm not necessarily trying to build new relationships, but I also feel like that could be a mistake, because you never know what kind of people you might meet and how they might affect you and how you might affect them in a positive way. But I don't know, man. We're just doing the best we can. Who knows if we're making the right or wrong decisions sometimes. Hell, we could be living in a simulation for all I know. That's always fun to think about. But anyway, I'm just talking what's on my mind right now because I'm trying to learn how to get better at talking and how to get better at talking to you. I hope I'm doing an okay job. I'll try not to pant every single time I'm talking to you. But hey, we're working out here. I'm going to be a little tired. Let's go for 10 again. Should have set up first before taking the weight off. Six. Eight. Oh yeah. Whew. Felt good. This is B. She's a good dog, but she's a puppy, so she's also a pain in the ass, and sometimes it's hard to remember that she is a good dog because she's so often a pain in the ass, but we love her. Look at her, she's nice and supportive. She's I'm teaching her that she's not allowed to come in the workout room just because it's tight enough in here as it is. And I don't know about you, but there's just something that's off-putting about watching a dog rub their genitalia all over the place where I lay down and do push-ups and ab work and all that stuff. But she's good. Look at her. She's just supporting me out here. B. Good girl. Okay, warmed up on the squat. Last week I did 273, so I got 283 on here. Almost running out of weight for the squat. Got more plates incoming, fortunately. I have a feeling that I might kind of lean into my right side when I'm doing these, because I have pretty consistent issues with like discomfort or injuries on the right side of my body. My right cheek is also smaller than my left by about 30%. That has been confirmed. Don't ask how. So I think I'll get this. Feels pretty good. I probably won't go as deep as I want to, but I'm still working on the ankle and hip mobility to be able to do really deep squats consistently, but I don't know if I got the body type for it. At some point I'm going to measure my legs and my torso. I'm pretty positive I have long femurs. I am 6'10", 403 pounds, as you can tell. And so the low bar squat just is a harder position to get really deep into. So let's knock it out. Cool. I could probably do more, but I'm not going to. Felt good. I think I got parallel. The angle will make it tough to tell when I go back to watch this, but again, I was just kind of watching for any shifts in the hips or feet or anything like that. But hey, we're 2 for 2 on new PRs 1 week after trying this out. So thank you, Mr. Max, for coming across my YouTube feed. Just like hopefully I'll come across your YouTube feed, and we'll keep it going. Because after my inspirational videos that you're watching, you are going to want to go start your own YouTube channel, of course, because no one else wants to do anything but YouTube. All right, on to the next thing. 3 sets of 3 reps. I'm shifting forward. Holy shit. Those feel heavy. Those feel heavier than they did last week. And I am definitely shifting forward onto my toes on the way up. Whew. I only got 1 more set of those left. Whew. Form felt better that time. I was feeling a little bit in the right hip. Hopefully I see something on the watch back that will indicate why that is. Those are slow as hell reps. I'm trying to be explosive on these 3x3s, but good God. That was slow. Legs are tired today. Like I said, I did a burpee complex and it was weighted, 30-pound dumbbells. You go down into a burpee position with the dumbbells, push up, knee in, push up, knee in, push up, jump up into kind of an RDL deadlift type move into a clean and press. It's a good workout. It's a nice little 20-minute workout if it's something that you ever want to do. That's how I do it. I'm trying to do, that whole complex is obviously just 1 rep. Trying to do 5 reps per minute, rest a minute, 5 reps. Essentially every even minute I'm trying to do 5 reps, and so I'm trying to get 10 rounds in 20 minutes. I did not get it yesterday because it is tough. I think I got 10 rounds in a little over 21 minutes, or right around 21 minutes. It's kind of a nice cardio, weighted cardio workout. Give it a shot. onto the, hey, that's the other dog. No, 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 no. All right, onto the 3 sets of 6 to 10. Last week with this weight, I got 8 reps 3 times, so I'm gonna try and do 9 reps 3 times. No. Now that I know that this camera's behind me, I'm really trying to pay attention to my foot stability and my knee stability. And I am wobbly. I don't know if working out on carpet's the best thing, but it's nice. I don't want to work out in my garage. My car's in my garage. I don't really want to move it out. So carpet it is for now. But obviously it's a little bit harder to be stable on the carpet. So I'm just developing the twitch muscles in my ankles and my legs while destroying my joints. It's a worthy trade-off. So because I was feeling my feet shifting back and forth, I went back to this angle so I can see the bar path better. I don't even know if this is too high to be able to really see it. But if you don't know, you want to have that bar just going straight up and down as much as possible. That will definitely help indicate whether or not I am keeping my balance on the center of my feet. One more. Okay, done with squats. We did more weight on the 1 rep, and we did more weight on the light reps. That's good. Only a week later, going up that much weight feels like a good success to me. All right, warmed up with the shoulders. I have 145 on here. This is my weakest muscle. Last week I did get 135. It's going to be harder to get a new PR on this on a weekly basis just because, you know, when you're working with lighter weights, 10 pounds is a higher percentage than just throwing 10 pounds on a squat or a bench press. But I kind of would be a little bit surprised if I get this today. I hope to be surprised, but my shoulders suck. But that's enough bitching. Let's just move the weight. I probably am going to cheat a little bit. Okay. Shit. So that's not enough weight. That's not the right weight. Whoops. I only have 135. Now I got the right weight. That did feel a little too easy. It makes me feel a little bit more hopeful that I'm actually going to be able to push this weight. All right, another success. I'm pleasantly surprised. Just a little bit of a push, not too much. Cool. I am still trying to use good form, or not, I'm always trying to use good form, but trying not to push too much on these other sets. Still would like to try and be able to strict press heavy weights. Eight. These later reps are supposed to be more of a high intensity effort, so I'm okay with doing a little bit of push for another rep or two of those. It's amazing how much 10 pounds, how big of a difference that can be on overhead presses. The last weight on here I had was 105. Now I got 95 on there. There's no way I'm doing 10 reps with 105 on there. It's so crazy watching people on YouTube do overhead presses. Seeing guys just pick up 100-pound dumbbells, over pressing those. It's just crazy. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I don't know if I care to get there, but I plan on lifting for the rest of my life, so who knows what'll happen. Okay, on to tricep extensions. Let's see if we can make it 4 for 4 in going up in a weight from last week. I don't care much about tricep strength, just want big arms. But it's part of the limit testing, this exercise methodology that I'm using here. So, let's see. That's a little heavy. Oh, okay, well. That was a lot of cheating. I did not maintain stable arms on that. But I moved the weight, so we'll call it a win. I don't know about you, but when I first started doing tricep extensions, I had the arms, if I'm on my back, more straight up, just coming down like this, as opposed to what I'm trying to do now, which is bring those elbows back like this. You get a lot more burn on the tricep, a lot more focus, tension on that. So if you haven't tried that before, I definitely recommend it. Helps with shoulder mobility too. Try and get up like that, especially if you have shitty shoulder mobility like me. Say that 3 times fast. You probably can. You do have to be careful when you are bringing the weights back that far though. It's easy to put a lot of pressure on the back of your head and your neck. So you want to try and keep it more up on the shoulders like this. Try and keep as much of your body on the floor or the bench or whatever that you're using as much as you can. Because you don't want to hurt a neck. I don't know if you know anyone that has dealt with significant neck injuries, but they're not good. Spine and neck. Gotta look out for those things, baby. All right, we're done. I would consider that a massive success. I set a new PR in all 4 lifts. I went up weights or reps on every single set, except for the 3x3s, because that's still supposed to be percentage based. You're not supposed to go super hard in those, just kind of like 80 to 90%. But yeah, it's fun setting a new PR every week. I would consider myself probably an intermediate lifter. I've been working out consistently for 4 or 5 years now, but I've really only been messing with weights for probably a year and a half or 2. It's about as long as I got this thing. So I hope these aren't just beginner gains, that this is legit. Obviously there will come a time where I plateau or I can't go any further, but I'm hoping that's for 4 to 6 weeks away from now. But happy about it. It's fun. Definitely recommend you trying this if you haven't done it yet. I appreciate anyone that's stuck around this long, still watching. The goal with this, well, it's not really the goal, but obviously something that would be ideal to happen would have somehow get good enough at this to turn it into something where I can quit my job and spend time with my family, more time with my family, more flexibility. It's a really unique dream. There's no one else that wants a dream like that. So I'm a special snowflake. But I really appreciate you. I'm trying not to edit too much while talking because I'm trying to improve on being able to speak clearly and for long periods of time coherently without having to put edits into things, because I don't really care for edits in videos. It's impressive if you don't have to edit in a video very often, and it's just not really my style. I'm not trying to become a videographer or anything like that. So I appreciate your patience with me, appreciate you sticking around. Today was one of those days where it was just kind of like, just kind of show up. I wouldn't say I was super motivated, but I'm always motivated to work out, but you know how it is, especially if you've been doing it for such a long time that you feel like working out is, there's eat, sleep, and working out. Those are three things that you have to do on a daily basis. So there's always that motivation to work out. But there are those days where it's just like, man, you get home from work and you'd rather just kind of go do something a little more relaxing. But you always feel better after a workout. You feel good. I don't think I've ever had a workout where I haven't gotten hurt and I haven't felt better afterwards. I might be exhausted, but I'm definitely glad I did it. So sometimes you just gotta show up. I'm a P90X baby. If you've heard of that, you probably have heard of it. But if you haven't, it was something it was a workout program that got super popular, I think in early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s. But Tony Horton, he was kind of, I think, the guy that really started the workout programs being sold en masse, especially in a CD form. But he always used to say, just keep push and play, just keep push and play. Show up to the workout. If you only have 50% when you show up and you try as hard as you can, you're still giving it 100%, and sometimes that's all that you can do. You'll feel better for it afterwards. Check her out. She's been here this whole time, just right at the door frame. What a good dog. Not coming in while we're working out. Last thing I want is for her to get under me while I'm squatting 200 plus pounds. That's a good girl. Good supportive girl.